Yo, what is up YouTube? Noezone here, and today we're going to be going over the full Marvel Hall H panel from San Diego Comic-Con. So at this panel, Marvel announced phases 5 and 6. Well, some of 6, but all of 5. But before we get into that, make sure you leave a like on the video if you want to see any more content like this. It really helps push my videos into the algorithm. And also, if you just enjoy the video, make sure you leave a like. Leave a comment if you have any thoughts on anything that I discuss here in this video today. Make sure you share the video with a friend if you think they would enjoy it as well. And make sure you subscribe if you want to see more content like this. I go over all types of pop culture, horror, Star Wars, Marvel, and DC. So if you like any of that, I would subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications so you never miss an upload. But guys, without any further ado, let's get into the Marvel Hall H breakdown. So starting off with She-Hulk. Now, I know this is a phase 4 show, but they did show off a lot at this panel from it. This series releases on August 17th, 2022, and will be the next MCU project that we get. In this section of the panel, they released the official trailer for it. They shot off a new poster and said it will have many surprises and cameos in the show, with Daredevil being one of them that they teased at the end of the official trailer. They also revealed that she will be representing Emil Blunt, aka Abomination, in a case, which is kind of awkward because he tried to kill her cousin. She will be breaking the fourth wall in this series, and the tone of the series is definitely a comedy. But moving on to Black Panther: Wakanda Forever, this film releases on November 11th, 2022, and will be the last project of Phase 4. They also released a new poster for this movie. They released the teaser trailer for it, which was amazing, by the way. If you haven't seen my reaction, make sure you go check that out. Namor was officially confirmed to be in the movie. I'm probably going to butcher her name, but Michelle Coel was confirmed to be playing Anika in the movie. We got our first look at Dominic Thorne as Riri Williams, aka Ironheart, and we also got our first look at a brand new Black Panther at the end of the teaser trailer. Let me know down in the comments who you think it is. Moving on to Ant-Man and the Wasp: QUANTUMANIA, this film will kick off Phase 5, which makes a lot of sense considering Kang is the main villain. This film will release on February 17th, 2023. The first poster was revealed right before the panel started. Footage was shown at the panel, but it was not released online. It was described by many people as very intense, and it starts off with Scott Lang reading his book to an audience. He has been out of action for a while now. He then gets a call from jail, and it ends up being Cassie, and he doesn't want her throwing her life away, so he decides that he might want to save the world again, which leads him to reach out to Hank and Hope. Then a lab explodes later in the footage, sucking our heroes into the quantum realm, where they meet Kryler, played by Bill Murray, which actually makes me really excited to see Bill Murray in a movie like this. And it has been said that Kang has a huge presence in this trailer, or footage, whatever you want to call it. I really don't know which one it is. I think it's a trailer, but it could also just be random footage. But Kang has a big presence in this footage, where he has lines like, "Everything you're holding on to, everything you call life, I know how it ends." And also this line, "You're an Avenger, have I killed you before?" Which is just chilling to think about, because like Scott Lang might die in this movie to Kang. At least that's my theory. I think Kang is gonna fuck him up by the end of the movie because there's no foreseeable future with Scott Lang's Ant-Man. So one of my theories is that Ant-Man will die in this movie, and that's gonna be like our true showcase of power from Kang. But I don't know, just a theory. I don't want him to die, but that I think he might. And they also showed a first look at Kang the Conqueror of what he looks like. Not many details are floating around, but I have heard that it's pretty comic accurate. It's just like there's one color that's missing. I can't remember which one it was though. And MODOK is also confirmed to be in the movie. Moving on to Secret Invasion, this series releases in spring of 2023 and will be the second project of Phase 5. Footage was also shown for this, but not released online. This series will have a darker tone, kind of similar to Winter Soldier in a way. It is being described as an exciting espionage thriller because you never know who is going to be a Skrull or not in this show. Don Cheadle will be returning as War Machine, and Kobe Smulders will be returning as Maria Hill, and obviously Samuel L. Jackson as Nick Fury. Moving on to Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, one of my most anticipated movies of the next phase. This film releases on May 5th, 2023, and will be the third project of Phase 5. James Gunn confirmed that this will be the end of the Guardians era in the MCU, quoting, "This is the end of that story. Some stories have an end. Doesn't mean everyone dies." I will also butcher this guy's name, I'm just letting you know right now. Chukwudi Iwuji, but he will be playing the High Evolutionary. Maria Bakalova will be playing Cosmo. Footage was also shown for this movie, but it was not released online, at least by Marvel. You can go look at your own risk. There probably is leaks. The Guardians of the Galaxy will all have comic accurate suits in this movie. People are saying that Adam Warlock looks great. People are also saying that the High Evolutionary looks intense and intimidating. The footage also featured Baby Rocket Raccoon. The story of the movie is actually about Rocket being the saddest creature in the universe, and it has been confirmed that the High Evolutionary is the one who created Rocket. Groot is also finally an adult again, and Star-Lord in this movie will be struggling with the loss of Gamora and her inability ability to remember him. The trailer was also said to be emotional, but with Gunn's trademark humor. Moving on to Echo, this series releases in summer 2023 and will be the 4th project of Phase 5. They didn't get any updates on this series, but I will give a couple thoughts on it. I'm not really too excited for Echo, but I am excited for the Daredevil stuff in the show. Moving on to Loki Season 2, this series releases in summer of 2023 and will be the 5th project of Phase 5. There were no updates on this show either, but I am extremely excited for Loki Season 2 since Loki Season 1 is one of my top 3 Disney Plus Marvel shows. Moving on to the Marvels, this film releases on July 28th, 2023 and will be the 6th project of Phase 5. There were no updates on this film, but I'm extremely excited for this movie, especially because after that Miss Marvel ending and just that show in general. And Brie Larson looks like she's doing something new with the character and I'm interested to see what that is. I also like Monica Rambeau as a character a lot. I thought she was great in WandaVision. But moving on to Blade, this film releases on November 3rd, 2023 and will be the 7th project of Phase 5. The only update that we got from this movie is that it will start filming in October of this year. Moving on to Ironheart, this series releases in fall of 2023 and will be the 8th project of Phase 5. There were no updates on this series besides her showing up in the Wakanda Forever teaser trailer, but depending on how she is in Wakanda Forever will dictate how excited I am for this series. Moving on to Agatha, Coven of Chaos, this series releases in winter of 2023 or 2024, they haven't decided yet, and will be the 9th project of Phase 5. There were no updates for this series, but I'm not the most excited for it. I do like the actress from WandaVision. I think she did great in that show, but it just kind of feels like a useless show to me. Like, I don't really understand why she's getting a show, to be honest. But hey, I could be wrong. This could be one of the most important projects of Phase 5 in terms of the magic side of the MCU. But we'll see. Moving on to my most anticipated project of Phase 5, Daredevil Born Again. If y'all don't know this about me, I'm a huge fan of the Netflix Daredevil series. Well, now Disney Plus. Y'all know what I mean. I think it is like peak superhero television. It's so good. But this series will be releasing in spring of 2024. I'm so mad I have to wait that long, but you know, I want quality. And it will be the 10th project of Phase 5. This series will be 18 episodes long, so we're breaking the 6-episode format with this one. And Charlie Cox will return as Daredevil, and Vincent D'Onofrio will return as Kingpin. Moving on to Captain America New World Order, also a very anticipated project for me. This film releases on May 3rd, 2024, and will be the 11th project of Phase 5. There were no updates on this film, but I'm super excited for it regardless. I'm finally ready to see Sam Wilson as Captain America in a full-length movie. And moving on to Thunderbolts. This film will release on July 26, 2024, and it will conclude Phase 5. There were no updates on this film as well, but I'm very interested to see how this movie actually plays out, considering it's a very new team to the MCU. And moving on to the Fantastic Four, this film will begin Phase 6 and will release on November 8th, 2024. I'm very surprised that this movie did not actually end up in Phase 5 considering when they got the rights, but I'm willing to wait. Plus it makes it more poetic, that 2024 Fantastic Four, you know, I kind of like that. And the only update that we got for the film is that it will start filming sometime next year. I'm hoping we get the cast at D23. Moving on to Avengers, the Kang Dynasty and Secret Wars. These two films were the other two that were announced in Phase 6, and they will conclude all of Phase 6. They will release on May 2nd, 2025 and November 7th, 2025. So we will be getting 2 Avengers movies in the same year, which is insane to think about, but rip to those poor VFX artists. I'm calling it right now. I think Secret Wars is definitely getting delayed to 2026, but that's just my opinion. I think that's when it's going to come out because I just don't think it's practical to release 2 Avengers movies in the same year. But hey, Marvel surprised us before. The Russo brothers will not direct these 2. I think they're looking for some new blood to helm the Avengers franchise, which I think is a good thing, but also worries me a little bit because the Russo brothers have done such a damn good job with Infinity War and Endgame. And they also revealed that phases 4 through 6 are now titled the Multiverse Saga. But that was it for Marvel's Hall H panel. That was all the announcements and news we got on their upcoming movies. If I missed anything, make sure you leave a comment down below, or what you think on any of these series, or what you thought of my video on it. Make sure you like the video if you enjoyed it. It really helps me out. Make sure you share the video with a friend if you think they enjoy it as well, or if they haven't heard any of this news yet. Make sure you subscribe and turn on that notification bell if you love pop culture as much as I do, and to make sure that you never miss an upload. But guys, as always, it's been Noezone. Peace.